Hey guys, it's TVT weekend again, and bros, I'm betting you need some tips. Bros, it's kind of a scary TVT. So guys, we have 5 tips to outplay and outmaneuver your opponents here on your TVT weekend. I also have an extremely close match that I'm going to be commentating on as well at the end of the 5 tips. So stick around for that. Bros, if you appreciate this kind of content, please leave a like, subscribe, comment, share. Tell your bros you got some tutorials going on here, and let's get started. Okay guys, for your first tip, we have the aggressive player. Now guys, we all played like this at some point, but in certain cases it can work if you're not careful. You got this bro playing everything midline, and if you don't watch it, you can actually catch that L because of the aggressiveness and maybe your rotation. Bros, this week your rotation counts for a lot, so you need to be very, very, very patient with what you do. Here, check this out. The bro again is just putting everything down mid. We want to be very patient. We want to make sure that we are answering things as they come in. He's got a level 3 in Mintberry, but that doesn't matter, as you guys will see. It's happenstance that I was not able to get my Mintberry to attack his Mintberry. Of course, that would have gone a little better. He is continually throwing energy down mid, and he does go ahead and take the bar. But because we put ourselves in that position, bros, every week we talk about positional advantage, and that right here, this is actually why you shouldn't play all your energy down mid, like a hungry hippo or something, bros. Like, it's just you're too hungry for the bars, right? So if somebody knows how to play in their side of the field, you guys, for example, I mean, guys, by now I expect you guys to all be pros, of course, right? But for the newer bros, I'm showing this example because it can get kind of scary, and you just want to make sure that you're staying on top of things here. Now we're using, as you guys just saw there, an old technique called microing, something that I brought over from StarCraft, and that is basically making sure that your ranged units kind of get maximum damage for the energy cost, right? So I saw that Robin tweak there, and I didn't want him to kill my hamsters. I didn't want him to touch my BHK in the back there. As you can see, it's kind of like less than half health. So we're just making sure that our units are doing the maximum possible for their energy, right? So let's keep this going here. And you guys can see that my imp is very slowly building up. It's 112 right now with the BHK. So once that happens, bros, very shortly after this, we actually go ahead and take all 3 bars. So I was just showing here, pass mid, use your regens very intelligently, right? And you'll get that W. Okay, bros, your next tip here. Obviously, imp tweak is going to be a very key card for you this week. You're gonna have, I would say your key cards this week are gonna be Mintberry, BHK if your team went with it, and imp tweak. So there are some techniques you need to employ when using imp tweak. We kind of know that he's a little buggy, so we might be used to using his outline, right? Like getting the outline onto like here, getting the outline on what you're choosing, right? But it's kind of a glitch and kind of not, right? Because I want you guys to see what's happening here. So we're targeting the Mintberry, right? And that's gonna be like, I don't know, maybe your 60, maybe 70% target for your imps. There are going to be some situations that I'll show you, of course, where you do want to get the BHK because you don't want that DPS buildup, or the attack buildup, right? So I want you guys to know what happens here. You can see that slave is near. You can see that I am targeting Mintberry here, but as the slave walks and we cast our imp. As he walks into the area, he becomes the farthest unit and then becomes the target for your imp. So make sure that if you are going to use imp, that the target is if at all possible, completely alone, because you're gonna get that very scary moment where you you spend 4 energy on imp and he doesn't do what you wanted him to do, right? He doesn't want to, he didn't do that thing, right? So this becomes kind of scary. We have units coming in, all this and that, so we have to play ourselves out of that situation and back into the W. Okay, bros, the next tip: if you find yourself in this situation here, you have you have to play or have to start Poseidon, for example, and an opponent or me, whoever uses any unit whatsoever. This happens to be slave. Do not slow it down with your charge like this. That is keeping me on my side of the field for much longer. And guys, if the bro knows what he's doing, you guys, of course, because you guys watch and you guys listen to the tips and you guys know the power of positional advantage. So we're going to stay on our side way longer and we're going to build a delicious push, bros. So that's a huge mistake. I gained quite a bit of time on my side of the field because of that, and he used his energy for it. Okay guys, next tip here is showing you just one of those situations where you want to go ahead and tweak, imp tweak the opponent's BHK. You got a situation where you're gonna not be able to break slave in a timely fashion, right? So you don't want that slave to be built up, bros. I had slaves built up in the 200s. The opponent could do nothing about it. So if I can't break the slave, the last thing I want is for him to also have a bazooka for a hit, right? So of course, when you use your tweak, it was kind of like last week, right, bros, where we're talking about power binding Sam versus Kyle. You have to understand in your situation, right, what unit is going to be the threat for your particular game. Okay, so that's how you do that. Okay guys, your next tip here is understanding what units to use against your opponent. A large part of the rhythm of this TVT is understanding how to react to your opponent, right? So in this particular case, I know that a M6 Super Craig will not break my slave. That's just me being on my team and me understanding where my team's caps went and what the damage is on units. Now in this particular case as well, had this bro had a level 7 Super Craig, he still wouldn't be able to break my slave. So I can comfortably try and slow play that slave because he will come to me and I will stay on my side of the field very comfortably. So he will have to play something else, which he does. The other thing about this particular tip, you guys always get bonus tips, right? Do not try to do the big brain move of tweaking a tank to try and bring it over to your side of the field, right? Because we talk about that positional advantage a lot on this channel, right? So if you try to imp, that's another very scary moment, bros, because you may not have the DPS. Like, see, this guy thinks he's big brain, he's using the BHK, he's gonna add stacks to his units. But if you do that and you do not have the DPS to back up your 4 energy, you're just going to use 4 energy and not be able to break that slave or kill that tank, Titty, for example, in a quick, timely fashion. So meanwhile, bros, I can go ahead and I know that my BHK and my Mintberry is safe. It's not going to get brought over to their side. So I'm free to do whatever now, because the biggest threat to me and my comfort is that tweak, and he used it. So I can go ahead and I'm good. let's do this. Now we're going to be able to delete his BHK as soon as it's ready. But guys, I want to show you guys yet another tip here. So guys, bonus tips. I'm telling you, you're getting such a value being here. In order for you to avoid mint berry damage, you need to put a unit in the farthest corner away from your fragile units. It would be no surprise this week with what I've already told you guys, that keeping your mint berry, keeping your BHK alive is going to be the key to victory, aside from all of these other little things. Guys, it's a very technical week. I hope you're still with me here. This technique is going to save your butt at some point if you employ it, and we're going to talk about that a little later. But I want to show you this example. You can see my Super Craig, he's going to be able to tank his mint berry's beam, and I go ahead and proc that and ready it. And for whatever reason, bros, people, when their mint berry charge is ready, they just like to press it. So for, I don't know, bros, 90% of the people, they're gonna go ahead and just hit that button, and you already know where it's going. It's gonna go over to that corner, and my mint berry was safe, and I can go ahead and begin charging and do my plays, and you know, even robbing my mint berry. And you know, that's game right there. Okay guys, if you're still with me, please make sure you leave that like, subscribe, follow, comment, bros. Let me know how I'm doing. Like I said, I really love to see what you guys think of the tips and how they're helping you. You know, come back after you do the TVT. Did I nail something for you? Did I you know, turn on that light bulb? Anything like that? I always love to hear your feedback. Thank you, bros. Here is that match I was talking about. This one is bros, this is gonna be the craziest comeback that you guys ever see. So we're gonna talk about this match. I'm not just gonna put text up or whatever, so here we go. Okay, so one tip that I like to do, sometimes you can go ahead and just super fart. Again, that's making your opponent bring their stuff over to your side of the field. As you can see here, it becomes unsafe for me to do certain things. So this rotation was kind of yucky for me, and I needed to make sure that I could displace his fast pass's damage path, right? So I kind of play that so that his damage goes off to the side, right? Well, his DPS, I guess kind of just surprised me there, and my stuff got deleted way faster than I thought. So we go ahead and we bring out the BHK, and one of the things that I did here was kind of overestimate my DPS and my ability to go ahead and kill his mint berry with my BHK, which was of course pretty dumb. I thought I would have time, and of course he deletes it. And but the other part to that was, as you can see, I thought that I had the slight distance on my titty to be able to draw that mint berry away from my BHK, and that wasn't the case. So that puts me in a very bad position here. Again, my rotation is still not the best. So guys, we are employing a very, very old technique that I used to tell you guys on the TVT streams, and that is, bro, sometimes you got to give up a bar to come back and replenish your energy and have a proper push. Sometimes you got to give up 2 bars and like 90% of your 3rd bar in order to do that. So even here, like I should have just, you know, completely let them take the energy there, or take the bars, I'm sorry. So that put me in a hellacious position here. We have 205 health left on the bar, We have a nearly charged mint berry. We're able to take that. He gets another hit there, it's over. So we have to get the two hamsters in there, 2 costs, 92 health left on the bar. It is dangerously close, bros. He puts in his disarray because he thinks he's got me. He's got me on the edge, but no, my mint berry saves that damage. He is targeting my Robin Tweak, and bros, we are able to come out of that, but those chickens can still take it, bros. We have to be very careful. He's trying to come in with his fast to come in and chip that damage, and bros, he tries little shenanigans here. He tries to get me out. He tries to airplane mode me or something because he wanted his W, and for whatever reason he plays his future Randy in that way. And of course we're going to come back, and there's another very important tip for you guys. If you didn't know, the mint berry is going to just completely destroy a Robin before he gets his war cry off. So this is one lucky bro to have taken that much bar from me, due to a little bit of a rotational issue, a little bit of me. Of course, you know, I'll own my W, or I'll own my W's, and I'll definitely own my L's too. So that was kind of like not smart of me at the beginning. And of course we were very careful right there. The imp tip that I gave you guys earlier, I was able to pull this off because I measured it properly onto his mint berry, and I knew that his Amazingly Randy was not moving, so that was going to be safe. So from that point, it's chalked for him. He was too hungry for the W. He gave me too much energy. And guys, if you look back to our first tip, the guy was too hungry, right? He put all his energy down mid. He wanted the W. He was going to beat a free-to-play whale. He wanted it, bros, and that's what ends up happening, guys. So if you are ever in a situation where, I mean, you're probably gonna find somebody with a bad rotation, and they're gonna be making seemingly dopey moves, bros, you might just be playing warp. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this TVT breakdown and tips. One more time, if you guys enjoyed, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It's the only reason I do it, man, to help you guys. So all I ask is for, you know, your filthy, disgusting likes. They sustain me, bros. Okay, bros, we're gonna catch you next time. And remember, bros, for that next time, don't forget to get good.